You're good. Oh yeah, welcome in. Okay, my
Right.
name's Angel. First, what is your name, and give us like a little intro about yourself.
All right. So my name's AJ. And my social media name is Triple Threat J. So I would just say that I'm a jack of a lot of trades. Maybe not all, but I do a lot of different things. I like to skateboard, photography. I DJ on the side and make music. So it's a lot of different things that I do that I encompass myself around. So
Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting.
yeah.
Which one would you say was like your favorite? I'm just curious. At all, you
Yeah.
got a
Right.
favorite?
Right. Right now, honestly, the photography. My girl knows,
Oh.
but the photography, I like it. I get to show my creative side, and you know, it doesn't feel like draining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
That's
and
good.
I can do it on my own time, kind of. So that's the
Mm.
cool part.
Yeah, weekends probably be busy, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's what it seems like, especially with the weddings. Like it's always Saturday, literally. Nobody wants a wedding on a weekday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What is your age?
I'm
How old are
18.
you?
I'm
18. Oh, you're trying everything out at 18. That's smart.
yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Curious. What's your income?
What's my income?
Monthly
Uh,
income.
I'm not okay. So it's kind of all over the place because I'm an entrepreneur, so I have to get better at keeping up with this type of stuff. But income yearly or monthly?
Go go with monthly.
Monthly, it really depends. But um, I would say we're just gonna say let's just say 3,000.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just say 3,000. Let's just keep it there because I'm not too sure because
Uh-huh.
I do a lot of different things and so money comes and goes with me. So
Right. So average month like 3,000.
yeah, yeah.
How would you describe your financial situation?
Uh, right now it's struggling kind of right now, but we climbing the ranks right now. So
You're 18.
hey, I hold myself to a high standard. So chill, right? I'm 18, but man, I'm 40 years old in financial status, bro.
Wait, do you have any debt?
Do I have any debt? Not at all. Right. Well, okay. I just bought some on my credit card the other day, but not a lot of debt. It's literally like $70. But
Okay.
besides that, no debt. I try to stay out of that as much as possible. So
Okay. So just a little bit of credit card debt or like the monthly
yeah,
debt?
that's gonna get paid literally tomorrow. So
Since that's the only debt, like what's the secret for you not going into debt?
just okay. Honestly, I would say don't do more than you can handle. Like just do what you know you can handle. So if you can only buy this and this, like maybe gas or maybe like video game here and there, and you can pay that back within a
Mm,
week or within a couple weeks, you can do it. But if you like, I'm gonna buy this reclining gaming chair with an LED screen on it, and it's like $10,000, and you can't pay that back within maybe a month at most, then don't do it.
right.
Because it just doesn't make sense. And then
Mm,
especially if like whatever credit card you have, whatever high interest rates and all that, it does not make sense. Especially if you're young. If you're
mm,
older and you can gamble that, then hey, go ahead. But if you want a good credit score and you want to just keep things peachy clean in your life, just please don't overdo it.
mm-hmm. Any investments you have right now, or thinking
Uh,
about investments?
yeah, I just bought a new camera, about $500 around there. So that was an investment. I just paid that off like 2 weeks ago, and then the wedding that I just did is kind of making the money back that I spent on it, and then also I have a clothing brand, so investing in like getting samples and whatnot, a bunch of different inventory for my website and whatnot. So yeah.
Mhm. Now I'm curious. What kind of camera did you get?
It's a Canon Rebel T7.
Okay.
So I didn't want to go like crazy with it because honestly, it's not really. It's about the camera, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not about the camera. It's about your perspective and what you can do with the camera. Because I
Right.
can hand a camera to somebody who's never touched one, and it'll look crappy. But then you can hand a camera to a professional, and it could be $100 camera, and they can make it look insane. So it's really about what you put into it.
Mm-hmm. I remember reading like a story behind like a photography class where like the professor was like looking at was it Normandy, like getting on that Normandy invasion, and they had photos of that. And it's like, do you remember that story? And people were like, your cameras now have like 100 times more
Oh
capabilities of like back
yeah,
then.
literally.
So especially
Even
like your
even the
phone.
iPhone camera, even the iPhone camera. Like honestly, you can become a photographer with that. Literally,
Mm-hmm.
like it's not. You gotta wanna be creative with it and put the time and effort in. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Have you thought about like a Roth IRA, like retirement account?
yeah. Okay, so I have thought about that. I've thought about that, but actually, I'm in the works of opening a high yield savings account. Um,
Okay.
So I'm in the works of doing that right now, and then later on, probably start a Roth IRA. I'm really just trying to build up my capital just so I can have a foundation to start with, because
Mm-hmm.
that's where you really start to see like the what you get back kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So starting out with 5,000, 10,000, putting that in the account and just letting it whatever it'll
Mm-hmm.
fine.
So I'm like now I'm really curious. You're 18 and you know about Roth IRA? What?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's something that you should know about. I guess.
You're totally right. But like you're 18 and you know about this stuff.
Again, I'm just gonna say I hold myself to a high standard. So I just
How did
uh,
you learn about it? How did
I
you learn
want
about
to
Roth
take I
IRA?
want to take over the world. So I watch credit card videos and how to build your credit fast. Like
Mm-hmm.
honestly, like I didn't have the opportunity to build my credit like younger because I didn't.
You're barely starting.
Yeah, so I just got a credit card maybe 3-4 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
but my credit's already starting to go up slowly. So honestly, I I'm glad I'm able to start with the foundation that I do have, and I'm not in any debt because it's really helping.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's what hinders a lot of people. You'd be surprised. And
yeah,
people like double your age.
I
Like,
oh, and it's about that financial literacy. Like I don't have it all together, but I can say that I got some common sense, and you know and you got
yeah.
to use your resources. Google, YouTube, like just or TikTok. Use those resources. They'll teach you, even if it's short form information. Use it. What's at your disposal.
Mm-hmm. Do you budget?
Do I budget? Yeah, yeah, I do. Um, Now it depends on the occasion in certain things. Like let's just say, like I know the holidays are coming up, so I'm like, oh, I have $500 that I'm gonna put towards this, or which doesn't end up happening. I end up spending way more than that for holidays and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, yes, I have a set limit. Like, hey, I'm not gonna go over this because there in today's day, you can get somebody something really nice for $100. It just really depends on where you're looking. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, budgeting is really smart because it lets you keep track and have control of what you're bringing in, taking out, and what's going on throughout the week.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sponsored by US Bank, but bro, US Bank, I don't know if any other banks do this, but my bank has like what's coming in every month and what's going out every month. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's beautiful and I love it. So I don't really have to do much but just look. But yeah,
What are your financial goals?
financial goals. Long term or short term?
Let's do both.
All right. Short term, I really want to get my clothing brand off the ground. Promoting that really a lot, and since I've been working with a lot of with my manufacturers a lot lately, I'm really trying to just build up inventory and getting a lot of different things that people would be interested in buying and purchasing at an affordable price, because teens aren't gonna just, hey, $500 hoodie, $100 hoodie. No, like
Right.
50, $65 hoodie, or $30 cap, stuff like that. So my financial goal really is to get my clothing brand off the ground and start making profit off of that, because everything that's been going in right now has honestly just been my investment. But I have faith that I will get that return back, just by how I am, and I hustle hard. I go at it. So long term though, like I told you in the beginning, I want to build an empire. I want a big old building with my name on it, my last name on it.
Huh.
So I'm riding the plane, and actually flying the plane, because I have my private pilot's license. So I want to be an
Oh.
airline pilot. So, but um, yeah, I'm just taking whatever opportunities I can and running with it, because, like, again, my girl knows I love experiencing things. Like, any experience, I'm just gonna take it. Okay, well, not any experience, but a good experience, So yeah, but yeah, honestly, I just want to build an empire, utopia, whatever you want to call it, and
Mhm.
run.
Interesting. All right. Any expenses you can cut back on?
Expenses I could cut back on. Let's see. Actually, let me think about that one, because I would say, honestly, the only thing right now that I would really want to cut back on but can't is I'm still paying off my phone. I'm almost done. I'll be done before the end of this year, but I've still been paying that off. So my literally my phone bill is like $100 a month. So that's probably the main thing that I want to cut back on, because who doesn't want an extra $100 in their pocket or $50 in their pocket at the end of the day? And I would say gas, but the other day just got in a car accident, so my car is not
What?
working.
What
Yeah,
happened?
yeah. So we had just went from the intersection, turned left. It was green, and then somebody came from around the bush from the gas station. They didn't see us and hit the side of the car. Nobody was really hurt, just sore, and but besides that, okay. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, so in turn, I didn't have insurance. That was a lesson
Oh.
learned. But
Oh.
I was in the works of trying to get it, but didn't have insurance. So that's the one thing that sucks. And then I just got the vehicle maybe 2-3 months ago. So, and it's just like, yeah. So that sucks. So with that being said, I was spending a lot on gas.
Mhm.
And honestly, I think it was just the car taking a lot of it. And, there's some fuel consumption problem. But besides that, I don't really, I don't really I'm not really too impulsive with my buys unless like it's something that I need, or
Mhm.
I know how to control myself and just wait to get it, kind of, unless I know it's gonna make me money, then I
Mhm.
probably won't just ride out buy it. So yeah,
Any tips for others who want to become debt free?
yeah. Don't become debt free. Literally, just don't look. I'm gonna put it bluntly. Don't be an idiot. I'm honest. It's so like, if it's not within your means, do not get it.
Mhm.
If you know you're not going to be able to afford paying that monthly payment for an iPhone, don't buy the iPhone yet. Get the $100 Samsung. Start out with that. Save your money. Then treat yourself to that iPhone that you want. That's $800. Because delayed gratification is a thing. Sometimes
Mhm.
you can't get that instant gratification and be like, "Oh, I got the new iPhone," because then now look, now you're in debt. Your credit is gonna suck because they're reporting that, because you're
Mhm.
not making payments. And here's a tip too: they're not even supposed to put that on your credit. So you can get that taken off of your credit.
Mhm.
Like, you can get basically anything taken off of your credit, because it's basically illegal to get that put on your credit. Whatever, a late payment, anything like that, that should not be showing up. So if that is showing up, you can't get that taken away. But besides that though, um I'm pretty in control with everything. Even when I'm not in control, I figured out a way to turn the tables and get it right. So yeah. But also just have faith in yourself. If you work hard, if you know that you can do it, do it. If you have to. Also, here's another thing. I'm sorry if I'm rambling, but
You're good.
but it's okay to go into debt to get more money.
Mm.
It's an investment. If you have a $300 credit limit and you're like, oh, I'm gonna buy $300 worth of snacks and then sell those snacks for $2 each, you're doubling that back and you got another $300 in your pocket. So if you have to go into debt and it takes you a month to sell that, you got you an extra $300 just from your credit card alone, and bam, And then if you're paying it back off on time, then look, you're good. So if you're going into debt for an investment or something that will help you out in the future, do it by all means. But it has to be a realistic goal, you know. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then, how was your financial situation growing up?
Um, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like oh we have just this money to spend, like my parents, they got us kind of a lot of the stuff that we wanted, especially around Christmas time. Like, so I wouldn't say that I was like ever super struggling, but when I was younger though, it were times that like lights went off, electricity went off, stuff like that. But it's expected. Life stuff happens.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta struggle. And at one point didn't have a bed, sleeping on the floor, that type of stuff. And hey, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, life sometimes gets worse before it gets better. So, you know, things take time. And but yeah, growing up, it wasn't like horrible childhood, but it wasn't like oh, riches of the riches.
Mm. Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I got two. I got two. Well, one recent one, she's two, and then
Oh.
my brother 10 years old. So
Uh,
yeah,
you're 18. You're the oldest?
yeah, I'm the oldest. Yeah, well,
Oh.
technically, yeah.
What does that mean?
I have step siblings too, so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
How many step siblings do you have?
man, my biological dad he's around town. I would say if I could estimate, probably nine. Probably nine.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
probably nine. I haven't met him yet, but I plan on one day.
Uh,
Yeah.
how'd you find out about them?
My mom actually. My mom,
Uh,
she kind of just was in the loop, and she just. I don't know how moms do it, but they find out stuff that you
the
like. How did you know that? Like,
neighborhood's really small or something.
honestly, I wouldn't have knew I had step siblings.
Mm. This
Yeah.
18. One other thing, just like you said you learned about the Roth IRA through like social media. Like you
YouTube.
learned
Yeah.
YouTube.
I was really just wondering how. I'm really into getting passive income. How can I make money without doing anything?
Mm-hmm.
So I was just wondering. I was really just looking into like credit cards and stuff like that too, and then it crossed my mind or something, and then I just like oh, and then I learned about it, and then yeah, I just thought it was a good thing to know about. Just
Mm-hmm.
hearing, I was like, yeah, I'll check that out more, and you know,
I was like, you're 18. You started now. Oh,
yeah.
you're
So
set.
God, so you have to like if you want you can't talk big and not know big. So I have to
Mm-hmm.
know big in order to talk big. So
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Set the
and
$500 a month aside and start it up. Yeah.
hey,
I started my Roth IRA and I was like 20. I think I was 28.
28, okay,
Yeah,
bro, you look good for how old are you?
30.
30? Oh yeah, you look good,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah,
Thank you.
I would have thought you were like a college student, 20 something college student.
Uh huh. Thank you.
Yeah,
But yeah, if you start at 18, you should be set. Just make sure
yeah,
you keep depositing it and choose the right, and then you be good.
definitely.
That's good. Okay, that's basically all the questions I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool, cool, cool,
Thank
cool.
you for your time. Email me. Do you have PayPal?
Yeah, I got PayPal. Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Can you email me the PayPal email you have, and
yeah.
then you should probably receive it within like 5-10 minutes.
Okay, bet.
You
And I
set.
appreciate you. If there's any other opportunities, even I like the podcast style type of stuff. So if there's any other opportunities where I can just talk and we can chat it up, that'd be cool for me. honestly.
Oh, sounds good.
So
Best
yeah.
luck on clothing brand,
Oh yeah.
photography. I feel like photography is really good. Wedding
Oh yeah.
season. Woo.
Man. Yeah.
Uh,
So
make
yeah,
those
I
nice
appreciate you
TikTok
for having
videos.
me part of this, man.
Okay. So
All right.
thank you, man.
Yep.
All right.
I see you.
I'll see you later then.